Hello everyone, this is Vocal Thunder here with another StarCraft 2 tutorial replay. This will be a 2v2 on Lost Temple, and I believe was a custom game, so it wasn't a league game. We weren't, my partner and I, we were not placed or anything like that, or this could be a placement match actually. Yeah, I did not know Caribou before this game, so it was actually our first time playing together, and he's a very good Zerg player. He actually has a very interesting build, and I'll probably try and cover some of the way he plays. But I have been getting requests from you guys for a Zerg tutorial demo, and what better way to do the demo than to have a dual Zerg replay. So we're gonna get things started here. Lost Temple is one of those maps where you want to have a good footing in the middle, and I'm telling my partner because I saw on the score screen, sorry, the profile screen, that we were actually up against Platinum players. So I'm not sure if it was the Zerg player or the Protoss player that was Platinumed. Sorry, Diamond, not better than Platinum. These guys were in Diamond League 2v2s, so we were against pretty strong opponents. And I just kind of want to show the way we went, the build order with the Zerg, and also how to do two different types of rushes on this, two different types of builds on this map. So we've got our scouts moving out here. I'm gonna scout the 9 o'clock position, and I discovered the overlord of my opponent coming onto my creep. So I let my partner know that this is a Zerg player, and since we're both Zerg, a Zergling rush is actually a pretty strong strategy on 2v2 maps, but I guess we decided not to. And he's not, like, my partner's really not saying too much to me right now, but later on we decide to, it's strange, we don't actually talk much, but we coordinate pretty well. So he's going for an early expansion here. This is actually off, I'm gonna turn on the life bars here. This is actually off of 15 drones, so, or probably 13 drones. An early expansion for the Zerg, simply because it seems like our Protoss opponent is going for a 2-gate rush, but he's doing a bit of a wall in, so it's we're not going to be seeing too much of a early game push at the beginning. I'm sending my Zerglings here to harass my Zergling opponent, my Zerg opponent, and I've got my drone here to help create a spine crawler as well. But once I get here, I realize that he's already built a few spine crawlers, and it's not going to be possible for me to push in with my Zerglings, so I decide to pull back. But more on my partner Caribou's build. He seems to enjoy going for an early expansion. It's a pretty strong strategy, even in StarCraft 1. I think it was more commonly used in StarCraft 1 simply because you could have a set of Zerglings come out shortly after you have the hatchery going up. So he's kind of setting himself up for a better economic game at the beginning, and I'm going for more of a tech build because I want to get mutas out as fast as he can. I realize that if my partner is going for an early expansion, he's going to be behind in his tech, and in order to ensure that he doesn't get focused down by massive tier 1 units, I'm gonna have to up my tech a little bit. So my partner's doing a little bit of a harass here, and our Protoss opponent has got a pretty decent wall in here, so he's not like Caribou's not going to be able to get his Zerglings in, and our Zerg opponent, I'm gonna say Lie, is gonna run in and kill his Zerglings. I made the foolish mistake of thinking that Bai's Zerglings were actually my partner's Zerglings, and I end up losing all of my Zerglings as a consequence. But as you can see, I'm teching up to my my lair a little bit earlier than he is. But he's got some more defense. He's got his 2 spine crawlers here set up. This is a pretty good setup. The only thing I would have done differently is I would have extended the creep here and put the spine crawler here using the spawn creep tuner ability with the queen instead, because once your spine crawler is up here, it gets way more sight range and you're able to pick off units from a safe distance without it taking damage. So but he's looking pretty good in terms of his economy right now. He's building some Zerglings. I'm gonna get hit right here, and I am prepared for it because I saw my opponent going for roaches with my overlord here, and so I was expecting a heavy roach Zergling army. And I've placed these spine crawlers in a pretty decent position. They're gonna be able to cover my entire mineral line, and my opponent's not gonna be able to get his roaches and Zerglings in without, you know, taking a lot of time. So it gives me some time to spawn some Zerglings and kill a few of his forces. And I'm trying to keep my queen alive here because I don't want to lose it. But he's gonna just hold position here next to my evolution chamber, and he's not gonna be able to move much further into my base simply because of the positioning. But yeah, alright. I'm just gonna let him kill my evolution chamber because there isn't much I can do at this point. I don't have any roaches on my team, and my spire completes though, so I will be able to counter with some Ultralisks. And my partner, he's going to be going for, yeah, he's got his lair up, and he's probably gonna get some mutas of his own soon, I'm pretty sure. But his economic game is much better than any of ours. He's got 47 harvesters right now. And I've got 21, which is still pretty good. I don't see why our opponents. Well, I guess our Zerg opponent Bai decided to get more of a army advantage, and that was why he was putting a lot of his resources, pooling a lot of his resources into his roaches. But I send my mutas over, and realizing that he does not have an appropriate counter set up aside from this Hydralisk den that he's building. So I'm picking away at his drones, and I decide to try and kill some of these Hydras, but end up losing most of my mutas. I should have pulled back there, but I guess I wasn't really thinking it would be a huge